Hi guys, West Country Explorer here, and welcome to this episode 6 in my Dorset's Best Churches series. And today we're going to be at St Mary's Church in Tarrant, Crawford. Hope you enjoy, guys. See you in the main video. As you can see, this is out in the middle of nowhere. Isn't it beautiful? Just hear the bird song. I'm just going to show you a bit of countryside. See, it's just so quiet. Church is a bit detached from the village. Now, apparently, there was nearby Abbey, Tarrant Crawford Abbey. There's no remains of the Abbey. Not sure whereabouts the Abbey would have been in relation to this church. Oh, don't know if it would have been over there. I honestly don't know. So let's take you inside, guys. Right then. Oops. Here we go. Close the door. That's very basic. Bit of information here. Well, no bit of stuff here. Things found under the tower. Things to find under the tower, yeah. Right. But look, there's a lot of just about make out some artwork on the walls. Now, whilst looking into the history of the different Tarrants, I was reading about Richard Poore, Bishop Richard Poore. He was the last bishop of the cathedral at Old Salisbury, Sarum, and the first bishop of the new cathedral at Salisbury. Apparently he was born in Tarrant, Crawford, and he died here and was buried here in Tarrant, Crawford. But some sources say he was buried at Tarrant Keynston. Now, I'd like to find out for definite where he was actually buried. I'm not sure where to look to find out, because obviously that was about the 13th century. He would have been buried. Bell tower up there. But it's intriguing because I want to find out where he was definitely buried. Now, Bishop Richard Poore, his brother, what was his brother's name? Can't remember offhand. He was also a bishop, and he was bishop at the Salisbury Old Sarum Cathedral. And when he died, Richard then became the bishop. Well, two tombs, like grave headstones here, like the heads. Now, one of them is supposedly rumoured, local legend, local folklore store. Get your words out, Dave. Local folklore says that one of these belonged to the coffin of Richard Poore, and the other one belonged to Queen Joan. I think it was, double check the information and I'll put it in the description. I think it was Queen Joan, who was the daughter of King John of England and wife of Alexander II of Scotland. Just about bits and pieces of it all. Yeah, so there's a bit of history to this place. But it's interesting to look at it. I can see why it's in the Best Churches book. I like it. I like it. Right, now, Richard Poore, I think I have read that he founded Anne Caress cell here, sort of in Tarrant Crawford, which was adjacent to the Abbey, and the first occupants at this Anne Caress cell was 3 sisters. Now, there is a 13th century manuscript document. I'm probably going to completely butcher the pronunciation of it. Akron, something like that. I probably absolutely murdered the pronunciation. I'll put it in the description so you can look it up yourselves if you want to. But I have read in some sources, it was in Arthur Mee's book on Dorset in the King series. Arthur Mee claims that there's strong probability suggesting Richard Poore wrote this 13th century manuscript. It was all like rules and how the Anne Caresses should live their lives, and he wrote it mainly for the 3 ladies that lived at the Anne Caress cell that he founded. Now, other sources that I found online say that this manuscript was probably like written in the West Midlands or Herefordshire or something like that. So there's a bit of conjecture on who actually wrote this manuscript, but there are some people claiming it was written by Richard Poore, who's connected with this church. So I'm not sure if I'll look into that, but I definitely want to find out for definite where he's buried. Whether he was actually buried here at Crawford Church, or whether he was buried at Keynston Church. But anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this little video. Look forward to seeing you in the next one. In the meantime guys, the usual, stay safe, take care, God bless.